What's up, everybody? Jason Burmis here. Thought I'd spend some time outside in what looks like an almost normal park day. People out here enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the outdoors, enjoying the water. Even though you can't jump in it, just being around water's kind of nice. Only seeing a few people with masks on, mostly elderly, but as this thing continues, it just seems like more and more people are fed up, and as the weather gets better, I think that you're just going to see more and more businesses say enough is enough, either fold altogether because the economy's never coming back in my area, whether people realize it or not. I mean, once the college is done, it's over. Or open and try to see if they can survive in the new economic paradigm here. So, now let me talk for about a minute. I want to talk about Roger Waters. And for those that don't know exactly who Roger Waters is, he is one of the founding members, of Pink Floyd. And obviously everybody knows who Pink Floyd is. And Pink Floyd was not only influential because of their amazing musical content, but they were also influential because of the, the content, the message, things like The Wall. Right? I mean, The Wall is one of those movies that, first of all, is extremely original. I know there were a lot of different, rock band, opera type films out there, and some of them were trying to be politically edgy, but The Wall to this day really stands up as a non-conformist piece of artwork. Now, I don't really get into celebrity much unless I'm talking about something political, and I rarely see people that are famous actually speak out eloquently, especially in today's world, about real issues and things that matter. And that's why I'm going to say to you, I think Roger Waters is more relevant than ever and not irrelevant. His ex-bandmate, David Gilmour, is calling him irrelevant. Well, I'll tell you when he'll become irrelevant. When he stops speaking up for people like Julian Assange and the Palestinians. If he wasn't doing that, maybe he would be irrelevant like you are, David Gilmour. You've contributed nothing socially to the conversation about humanity. And one of the only people that I see vocalizing the need for a free press around the world is Roger Waters. One of the only people I see standing up for Julian Assange and the injustices that are taking place surrounding his case is Roger Waters. And Roger Waters is so dangerous talking about this type of stuff. Even people that are fans of his music in the media don't want to touch him. It's very rare that you see him on any mainstream program whatsoever. I believe he's been on Tucker Carlson during the period of time when they were about to start the hearings that Action for Assange covered and myself covered. But that's about it in the United States. Otherwise, where do you have to go? You have to go to RT. You have to go to a Russian state-sponsored network to hear about Roger Waters. And this guy was about as big of a mega rock star and about as big of a band that you could ever get. But when he starts speaking the truth about Julian Assange exposing war crimes throughout the globe and exposing corrupt corporate interests and the way things really work, well, you're not allowed to do that. And the pile-on the other side of the fence where, Assange is a cyber criminal and he's a cyber terrorist and he hurt America, that's all bullshit. That's all bullshit. Especially in a time like now, during COVID-1984. Okay, during COVID-1984, don't we need as much free speech as possible? Don't we need public disclosure organizations to blow the whistle on the corruption of not only the CCP in China, not only the United States government, not only the World Health Organization, but everything in between? Of course we do. More than ever. And for them to treat him any differently than any other news outlet that would obtain documentation, information, or even interviews with witnesses is absolutely tragic. It's disturbing. It's disgusting. It's showing you that all of these freedoms, especially the freedom of the press that we're supposedly guaranteed in this country, the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness, is nothing but a facade. It is the American dream because it's nothing more than one. In fact, it's become the nightmare. The nightmare in which authoritative sources are pushed on platforms like this one. And I mean, if you go and look at just the video I did at noon over at Rockfin exclusively, it's free, ROKFIN.com. Make sure you go check it out. I said a name on there that you're not allowed to say on this platform. Instead of calling somebody the whistleblower or Erica Caramello Bar, I can actually say their name on that platform because they haven't decided that big tech is authoritative. That's all that is. Big tech chooses what the authoritative sources are, and everyone's like, well, you need to treat them like a utility. Why? They're not a private corporation. They were never a private corporation. They're an extension of the technopoly of the media, military, industrial complex that seeks to control our lives. The very same thing that Eisenhower warned us about so many years ago, that also, aside from the money and the government and the power aspect, has a spiritual aspect as well. Let's talk about that spiritual aspect right now. One of the things I admire about Roger Waters is that he is not afraid to stand up to an authoritarian apartheid state like Israel when they are so open and in your face about abusing the Palestinians, restricting their movement, treating them as less than human. Is there anything more disturbing, disgusting, more racist than going in to a geographic location, overtaking it, and then slowly but surely imprisoning almost everybody in that country that is native by way of restrictive movement? That's the truth, okay? That is the truth, and you can sit here and go, Hamas and bombs and Hezbollah and Iran, all you like, but you need to see the other side of the equation. And again, for Roger Waters to probably be the most the prominent celebrity to dare touch that issue is something that is worthy, that is of note, that is extremely relevant. By the way, 100 plus watching, only 38 thumbs up. Let's double those thumbs, guys. Let's get the thumbs up. I know that I've been out a lot lately, but it's hard for me to stay inside. It really is. I'm trying to get sunlight. Obviously I miss my dog. I hate even bringing it up because then my voice cracks and I change. I'm not in the market for a new pet at all. Maybe when I move and I find a new place to reside, but who knows when that's going to happen. We know that we're taking the trip, and that's why, I just want to remind everybody, I'm completely demonetized on this platform. 54,000 plus subs, been on since 2007, 0 copyright strikes, 0 content strikes, 0 community guideline strikes. They just deem me harmful content because I don't work for CNN, I don't work for Fox News. I'm not part of the World Health Organization or the CDC. I'm not an authoritative source, apparently. Doesn't matter how many documents we go over. Doesn't matter the whistleblowers that we interview. I see that the Daily Mail is running with an exclusive story on Maria Farmer, and obviously Maria did my program, did Whitney Webb and others, and revealed the same information, but the mainstream media wants to keep you in that box that they are the authoritative source. And by the way, prayers for Maria. She's going through chemo right now, having a rough go of it. Can't be easy. Not only rooting for her, but praying for her as well. And there's another important whistleblower. Remember how many people interviewed Maria Farmer and put her information out there unobstructed? Please tell me. Okay, please tell me, because it didn't seem like it was anybody but the alternative media, right? It's only because of the alternative media that we've been busting through and saying, wait a minute, this woman went to the NYPD and the FBI back in '96 about Epstein, and the cover-up crew has been enacted since. That's why I can't get behind all these America First people. When you tell me America First, what America are we talking about? talking about the America with slavery? Are we talking about the America that nuked Japan? Are we talking about the America that, endorsed an FBI that went after the people in Waco? Are we talking about an America that enabled an FBI to make the first bomb at the 93 World Trade Center event? Is it that America? Because I'm missing it out. Is it the America that has now locked its people down? Is it the America that covered up 9/11 and lied about weapons of mass destruction? It's never about America first, guys. Just so everybody understands that. No, I'm a Constitution and Bill of Rights guy first. Why? Imperfect documents, but perfect. Oh, did we freeze? Sorry about that. So an imperfect document, the Constitution, right? But what was perfect about it is that it could be changed. And it was the only thing that could be changed that should have really affected our lives. Instead of the national security state we now live under, national security state where we have a president that says he's going to go after the deep state, but then can't declassify all the documents from the Kennedy assassination that would expose the deep state from back in the 60s. Can't even expose the deep state from 50 years ago. So again, what America are we talking about, right? It's not America, guys. It's the Constitution, it's the Bill of Rights, it's the idea that if we have made mistakes against other human beings, we will rectify them. Because there are no people that are 3/4 of a human being, and there is no reason that women should not be able to vote. But you know what? That document enabled us to fix those wrongs generationally. And what we have to do is look to that document and that ideology that we can fix problems in this world, in this country, not through warfare, not through lies, not through hate, not through propaganda, not through America, but from our own personal freedoms and, basically sharing the information that if we lift each other up, that if we do look to the content of someone's character, not the color of their skin, not their sex, not their economic, whether they're poor or middle class or lower middle class or even, upper middle class or rich. I hate that 1% bullshit. It ain't the 1% holding you down. It isn't the small business owner worth 5 to 10 million. Okay, it isn't those people. It's the 0.0001%. It's the predator class. It's the minions of those families that have erected systems to oppress us, whether they be systems at the Vatican, or they be systems within the banking networks, or they be systems in the national security state that protects that predator class. Oh, you had RA on Slow News Day? You know what? You got to get me a contact for him. Like, if there's an email I need to do for RA the Rugged Man, I need RA on. I've been listening to that new album, All My Heroes Are Dead. It's awesome. Legends Never Die is one of the greatest hip-hop albums people don't know about. They need to check that out. So big ups to you, my friend, for having RA on. RA the Rugged Man is the dude. So guys, again, if you want to support me, I got to GoFundMe. We're going around the country. Big donations. I need them right now more than ever. 5, 10, 15 bucks still means the world to me, guys. But we're going to show you what the rest of America looks like. We're going to talk to business owners, and we're going to see what the rest of the country looks like and how it feels, and we'll see if that's not authoritative content. We'll see if that goes against YouTube's guidelines, but we're going to bring it to you from the road, and I'm still planning on hitting on June 1st. So guys, I want to thank you for all the support again. I love you. Make sure you go check out rockfin.com, ROKFIN.com/Jason Burmis. Make a free account. Go watch the interview with Jackson Facts. Really great stuff. Love you. See you on the flip.